right at the end of my tenure. Yeah, I retired from the Marine Band in 1968. Well, in '67 I met Count Basie, and here's how I met him. My cousin, I didn't know I had a cousin that was a musician. Some fellow named Sammy Nestico. He was playing with Count Basie. He was maybe the best tenor saxophone player in the world. I never even heard of him. He was with Woody Herman, and he went with Count Basie. So I called him up, and he came to my home, and we discussed how we were cousins. We found out, we were related. It's easy. So he said, "Why don't you come on out?" I said, "Oh, I'm not good enough to write for Count Basie." He said, "Just come on out and meet the chief." They call him the chief. Mm-hmm. So I went out there, and I just talked with him. He said, "Well, send something, So I had written something called The Queen Bee. My wife, she was the Queen Bee. And I sent him that and another one called Quincy the Count. See, I remember that, Quincy and the Count. So I sent them, and about 3 months later, at 1 or 2 in the morning, they work late. I'm in bed sleeping. I was in the Marine Band. And the Grover Mitchell called me and said, the chief liked them. He wants you to write some more. And so I would write a few things for him. And after I got out in February. I left Washington, D.C. in June and went to California. And that summer, I recorded my first album with Count Basie.